Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon.
Now at noon, a man charged with forcibly touching children, and a new hotel is open in Celeron. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
I did not realize we were live. Hello, everybody. And my camera just went out of focus, so let me step off the wall one more time and come back on the wall. And the high temperature yesterday was 75 degrees. I'm very blurry. But 63 degrees was the low last night where we bottomed out this morning. And the record for the date is 89 degrees, only just set back a couple years ago, back in 2007. No rain officially. And again, that sunset time getting closer to 7:30. And the pollen levels, if you've been sneezing and sniffling like I have been recently, the weed pollen, the ragweed pollen, is the main culprit that's giving us all the issues. And everything else is looking good in the low and absent category for you. So for the afternoon, mostly cloudy on average. Partial cloud breaks may be possible as we go throughout the later part of the afternoon. More comfortable as well. 76, actually 1 to 76, with a north wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. The tropical moisture from what is the remnants of Tropical Depression Gordon will be moving through the Ohio River Valley and bring us the better chance for showers, and we'll time it out with that Quick Solution 7-day later on in the show. Justin.
All right, Dakota, thank you. A man is facing charges after police say he touched a juvenile inappropriately during an incident in August. Ellicott Police Department have charged 39-year-old John Ferry with one count of forcible touching after the incident. Ferry and another man, 35-year-old Garth Goodworth, were both charged with 5 counts of endangering the welfare of a child and 4 counts of unlawfully dealing with a child after they allegedly served 5 minors alcohol and marijuana. New York State Attorney General Barbara Underwood issued subpoenas Tuesday to all 8 Roman Catholic dioceses in the state as part of her office's official investigation into the church's alleged cover-up of sexual abuse allegations. Underwood is investigating the way the Catholic Church has handled abuse allegations statewide. This comes on the heels of a Pennsylvania Attorney General report that a grand jury discovered 300 priests who had allegedly abused at least 1,000 victims. Underwood has also created a clergy abuse hotline and online complaint forum where victims can reach out. For more information, head to our site, WNYNewsNow.com. And the long-awaited Chautauqua Harbor Hotel is now open in the village of Celeron. The ribbon cutting was yesterday. The 4-story hotel that sits on the lake features 136 rooms, a large ballroom, indoor and outdoor pools, meeting rooms, and much, much more. The hotel is unique in that it offers a carousel bar and a dedicated section to the National Comedy Center.
So we established a sponsorship there with them and put our name on one of their rooms. There are many cool rooms. And then we had a little room off our promenade. And so we dedicated that to the Comedy Center as a little teaser for folks to make sure that they go and up the turnstile count.
Funded by a number of grants and tax breaks, this hotel is the first to sit on the lake to offer as little as one night stay, unlike several other lakeside rentals which require week-long or longer stays. The hotel opened with about 75 new jobs. Joining us now on the news desk is Nicole Allen, the branch manager of Adecco, and Michael McVinney, who is a realtor with Lynn Real Estate Solutions. Guys, good afternoon. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Good afternoon.
You know, today is such an exciting day, I think, for the first floor of the Spain building here in downtown Jamestown, but pretty much all of the building. The newsroom is really abuzz as we have an open house this afternoon. Nicole, Adecco has been in the community for a long time, but you guys have a brand new home downstairs.
We do. We love it. It's very modern, very exciting, and we welcome everyone to come in so we can help you out.
So what can we see today with Adecco? Obviously, you guys, your main role is to help people in the community find good employment. But what kind of special things will we see this afternoon?
Sure. Today you get to meet all of our staff. So we do have some people coming in from other areas of the region, as well as we are located throughout the entire United States. So that's exciting. Some faces you wouldn't normally see, and just to tour our space that you might not get to see otherwise.
And Michael, as a broker with LRES, obviously you are very much in the streets quite a bit, but to have a new office in downtown and a pretty bustling area of the city must be really nice.
It's excellent. Downtown is currently where all the buzz is, obviously with the National Comedy Center, but there's other successes down here as well. So I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So what kind of things will you be doing today? Obviously, generally as a broker, you try to meet new clients and help people find homes, apartments, things like that.
Well, today my goal is just to meet everybody, show them what we've done, show them our new space, try to keep general business to a minimum, but it's more a day of excitement about the new space and some of our new neighbors like Adecco. So that's pretty much the focus.
And you know what? It's definitely going to be a huge celebration. I know I'm excited for all the snacks that we're expected to have downstairs. I sent everyone an email last night and told them to please be on their best behavior because you won't get snacks if you're not. But Michael, as a real estate broker, obviously, yesterday we talked on the show a little bit about kind of the partnership with ERA and LRES and lots of exciting things going on in Lynn Development. I mean, it seems like you guys are buying properties all over the region.
Yes, Lynn Development has, they've purchased a few new investments over the last couple of years and put a lot of effort into, improving those investments. So LDI and LRES are two different companies, and so we've got two different goals, although they intertwine quite a bit. So their goals are to buy investment properties, and ours are to help people divest commercial and buy commercial properties for their own investments. So.
Awesome. It's certainly an exciting afternoon. 2 o'clock right here at 21 East 3rd Street, the Spain Building in downtown Jamestown. That is the place to be. Of course, we'll be live streaming the ribbon cutting and some of the festivities down there. So I want to thank you both for spending your time with us. I wish I could have more for you, but busy day here on the show. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Coming up next, Chautauqua County Sheriff Joseph Gerasi is in studio to talk about his campaign. Our Matt Hummel and I sit down with him after this.
The DoubleTree by Hilton is looking for employees in the Jamestown area. Join them at a number of job fairs this September. From servers, bartenders, cooks, and housekeepers, the hotel has many positions to fill. Applicants must bring a resume and cover letter. Arrive prepared to interview.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
For more than 2 decades, Dorler Landscape Designs has provided exceptional service to customers right here in Chautauqua County with one goal in mind: transform your lawn into an attractive landscape that will be the envy of the neighborhood. From landscape design to lawn maintenance to sprinkler installation and so much more. Count on Dorler Landscaping. Call us today and let us get to work for you. Dorler Landscaping Designs at dorlerlandscape.com.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, enter their 30-day challenge, where for only $69, you get 30 days of unlimited everything. That's right, everything, along with 2 one-on-one personal training sessions. Then, if you lose 10 pounds, you'll get the next month free. Plus, the first place winner will get 2 Buffalo Bills tickets or a $100 gift card. Details right now on the Fitness Bunkers Facebook page.
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial Kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
Rock bottom, rock bottom, rock bottom. I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another low, another high, another low. Rock bottom.
And welcome back to new and noteworthy TGIF, Matt.
Finally.
I know it was a shorter week, so it wasn't so bad. Although
for you, it was a shorter week. Were you here Monday?
I wasn't. I wasn't. Thank you for that again. I've been saying thank you all week. Busy show to get to our guest, Chautauqua County Sheriff Joseph Gerasi. Sheriff, thanks for being here with us. Happy Friday.
My pleasure. Happy Friday to you too.
Nice Friday. We're all in agreement. But a big vote next Thursday. Big day for you with the conservative primary. How's that going thus far?
Well, it's hard to tell. You know, obviously we're campaigning, and this is the first time I've run in a primary. Previously, I've been endorsed by the Conservatives 5 different times. This year, they chose to give both candidates the opportunity to ballot. So we will have a mini election on the 13th next Thursday.
How important is it? You said you've received the conservative endorsement a lot. How important is that as the campaign season rolls on?
Well, I think it's very important, and the party has supported me in the past, and hopefully they will going forward.
One of your opponent's biggest promises, is, if elected, Sheriff, is that he wants to try to further collaboration in the county. And we wanted to ask you, if you're currently, as Chautauqua County Sheriff, people are obviously working together on some level. County dispatch dispatches all of the police agencies. Would you do more collaboration if reelected? And what are you doing now to continue to work together?
Well, I'll start with the last question first, if you don't mind. We do a lot of things together. The forensic identification team. We have a countywide SWAT team. We have information sharing. We all on one information platform, meaning our records management, our computer-aided dispatch. And I continue to look for places to share services, and I'm wide open to any that we haven't thought of. But absolutely, we're better as a team than working individually.
And part of that, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong thing there, but...
well, I think what you were probably getting at, Matt, is, obviously a lot of people are concerned, Sheriff, with public safety in the county. This is an important election for that, as you are the top law enforcement official here. Preparing your deputies is key, and obviously... candidate Quattrone, he is an instructor, or was an instructor in the academy. He worked with that. We talked with him about that on Wednesday when he was on. You have a lot of kind of quotas in place for new deputies coming in, right?
Well, I won't call them quotas. We have a tremendous training academy, one of a kind in the state of New York, one that's been replicated and attempted to be replicated, which is the highest form of flattery. So deputies receive much more training than they are required to by the state of New York. And what I've done is embedded the EMT training into the academy in order to produce more EMTs, because I am of the belief that we can make a difference in people's lives than we have been. And I've got now over 20 full-time deputies that are EMTs, me included. You lead by example. And 9 part-timers, and obviously our intent is to improve public safety, and I've done that, and we'll continue to grow that program. I've also made other improvements to our 911 system, first in the state of New York to implement what's called Smart 911, and there are many, many other things that I've been able to do, and my goal is to make this the safest place it can possibly be.
And that EMT program is really important, and you were just sharing with us in the newsroom that since you are an EMT yourself, you've responded to calls. Obviously, there aren't that many deputies always who are patrolling. You have big areas to patrol, but it does make a difference with, the majority, it seems like, of calls are, for medical emergencies.
Well, that's true of the fire service calls, but we aren't always going to be right there, but there are occasions where we might be, and if we're not the first EMT there, we absolutely can be of assistance and make a difference in people's lives. And with all the requirements to be an EMT and all the really unfortunate reduction of volunteerism, this is it can be a stopgap to help people, and we think about it, what's most important to us. And, it's our friends and family, ourselves, and we want to get people that assistance they need as fast as they can get it.
Sheriff, can you talk a little bit about the countywide public safety radio system that you applied?
Sure. We really started with an obsolete radio system back in the 80s when it was first purchased. But it's taken us a good number of years because of funding, and we don't have time to get into all the details. But we were able to obtain a significant grant, a $6 million grant, to build a new public safety radio system for Chautauqua County, one that gives us true interoperability, meaning we can talk between the fire department and the police agencies and EMS. Before we couldn't do that, we had to relay through 911, which is the wrong thing because they're busy at a time of crisis. And we didn't have county-wide coverage, and we're 1,069 square miles. It's a big county with a lot of tough terrain, gorges and hills and you name it. And so through this grant and other funding that we obtained through other grant funding, we're able to implement the system, which is just unbelievable. That I can talk end to end of the county from a portable to a portable, and it's imperative in a crisis. And you look at things like the September 11th or Hurricane Katrina, one of the first things that you'll learn is that communications failed. And that's what we're trying to prevent from happening, and we're trying to give the best radio system possible. It's a continued work in progress as we try to even further enhance it as the years come and funding becomes available.
And on the point of communication and connections, I mean, you've recently have worked with school systems. I believe Pine Valley and Clymer was the most recent. We see here you were with officials there getting sheriff's substations. That's important to further kind of the deputies' outreach as well, right?
Oh, no question about it. And school safety is on the forefront of all our minds. And these two schools, but there's more. We also have a substation at the Hughes, BOCES, and at Laguitas. But these are areas where we can use that facility to do reports, to interview, and do our work out in the field, and give some additional police presence to that school system. We also are involved in the SRO program. We have SROs at Silver Creek and at Forestville, now at Maple Grove, Bemis School System, and then the Hughes Center, Laguitas, and the Alt-Eds facility in Cassadaga. So school safety is something that's very important, and we're not going to stop. I have a lot more that we need to do that I want to do, including connectivity with the schools, so we could look at their cameras in case of an emergency if necessary. So that's a work in progress right now.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I know you're going to ask the next question, but just to follow up on that, the SRO issue, when you see these horrible school shootings across the nation, having officers in the building and certainly sounding like a camera program where, your law enforcement experts could see what's going on, that could prevent a crisis.
It could, and really the school resource officers program is something I've spoken about a lot, and I wish that we had more funding available for the schools because they are in this terrible struggle of what do we give up to get an SRO, and it's not just the SRO being there for security, it's really a triad. They're there to mentor, they're there to really have their ear to the ground and work with the kids and recognize problems that might be developing, and they're there to as a resource. So that we expect them to be in the classroom talking about things that are relevant, teaching them what skills that a law enforcement officer might have to have that should apply in high school, like math and sciences, but they're also there to help secure the facility, work on the safety plan, and be connected to the system.
Could you see more substations in the future, maybe, throughout the county?
Well, we would look at that and to see if it is a win-win for both the district and for the sheriff's office, and absolutely open to that if it makes sense for both parties.
Awesome. Sheriff, we have many more questions coming up, but we do have to take a break. Again, if anyone in the comments has something that they would like to ask Sheriff Gerasi, of course we will take a look at it and pass it along to him. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with a look at our weekend, and then more with Chautauqua County Sheriff Joe Gerasi right after this.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs. Serving both commercial and residential lots. Check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us now to book an appointment.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com. First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
I better have a good forecast for the sheriff, otherwise I might be in deep trouble. Anyway, let's kick off this weather segment with the Sky Vision Camera Network. This is the camera in downtown Olean. You can see the clouds just really socked in right now. 70 degrees in Olean with an east wind and no rain to speak of there at the camera site as of right now. Today is Friday and school has started up, which means it's time for Friday night football already. Can you believe that? So today's game is Jamestown versus Hamburg at Strider Field at 7 o'clock. And again, you can see it's looking great. Really no rain tonight. It's going to be nice and dry, but it's going to be nice and comfortable as well. Lower temperatures and lower humidity to go along with it. So it's going to feel very nice out there. Go Raiders! Anyway, for the probability of rain, again, really nothing over the next couple days. But look at what happens as we go into Sunday and Monday. As Gordon works up through the Ohio River Valley, that really increases our probability of rain for Sunday and Monday as well. HD News Now, Cam, again, the clouds really just dotting the sky out there. Otherwise, not too bad. The current numbers at the Jamestown Airport, 71, with an east wind of 6, and the dew point at 61. So it's a lot more comfortable than it has been. After that front passed on through, it really helped knock us down. First Defense Doppler radar scanning the sky, showing absolutely nada, except for just this little isolated shower down here in PA, but that's not going to bother us at all. This is what's left of Tropical Depression Gordon. The center of circulation is still over Arkansas, but we do expect this to move up through the Ohio River Valley and then pass to our west. And of course, if you watch this throughout the week, I've been telling you about this, how we're going to get into the tropical moisture. So here's your first defense on the latest information we have right now. So tropical rain showers definitely as the remnant low passes to our west. The main timing on this is going to likely be Sunday afternoon until early Tuesday morning. We think that the low is going to take a little while to get on out of here. So as it continues to move to the northeast, we're still going to be in some rain showers, but I think early Tuesday morning it'll finally be out of here. Heavy rain definitely a possibility here, and maybe wind gusts maybe around 45 to 50 miles per hour. We think it's going to be under what we call the damaging wind criteria, but definitely some gusty winds are possible. In fact, here is the QPF that comes from NOAA, and you can see they have us at about a 2 to 4 inch range. Now this looks like a snowfall map, but it's not. Don't worry about that. It is not snow. Essentially what this does is it basically takes all of the combined precipitation, and you can see here they have the southern tier at about 2 to 4 inches from Sunday through Monday. Now again, this is not going to be all at once. This is going to be over about a 24-hour period, but there is the potential for some flooding issues as we go into this from this. Again, 2 to 4 inches over a day or two. That's nothing to sneeze at, but again, we'll see how this works, and again, you know, we'll keep you updated through the weekend and see if ultimately a flood watch will be issued over the weekend. Hour by hour for today, temperatures in the mid to lower 70s. It's really going to be a nice day, but again, not a whole lot of sunshine though. That might be the big, the little bugger in the whole forecast is not a whole lot of sunshine, but lower humidity, more comfortable temperatures for you. And now, next 7 days of your life. Brought to you by Quick Solutions. 68 Saturday, and look at that low I've got on the graphic, 48. Some of the cooler pockets in the valleys may dip to the lower 40s. Wow, that's a nice little taste of fall. Tropical rain Sunday and Monday, and then temperatures rebound to about where they should be, and then the heat comes back again for late next week. We will take a break and be right back. The Frewsburg Pharmacy is the small town pharmacy with big time service. Located at 26 West Main Street, Greg Nelson treats his customers like family, so you know you are in good hands when you walk through the door. The Frewsburg Pharmacy has everything you need and more, including a gift shop for the seasons. Stop down to the Frewsburg Pharmacy today and let the staff show you why the Frewsburg Pharmacy is the pharmacy that cares about you.
The weather is heating up, and so are the deals at Express Bike and Auto, right here in Jamestown, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension. They are your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle, ATV, and motorcycle needs. They even sell vehicles, and guess what? Financing is available. So what are you waiting for? Get to Express Bike and Auto right here in Jamestown at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension now.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
Hey, this is Ryan Hedrick reporting from the Jamestown Bowling Company, where the bowling is off the hook, the food is even better, and the camaraderie watching sports is oh so great.
The food is fantastic and the drinks are cold.
Mark was bowling almost a perfect game. Mark, do you come here a lot?
Every day.
Wow, Mark comes here every day. No excuse for you not to get to Jamestown Bowling Company on Foot Avenue. Jamestown Bowling Company. Eat, drink, bowl, and be merry.
And welcome back to New and Noteworthy. We are with Chautauqua County Sheriff Joseph Gerasi. Kevin Anderson asking, why not just merge the rest of the county's police agencies into the Sheriff's Department? I know Quattrone was saying that he's very much interested in kind of furthering development into something like that. But Sheriff Gerasi, is that something you'd be interested in, or where are we on that?
Well, consolidation is a very controversial subject with some. We, historically, our country has been inherited what we call local control from England when we came here,
Right.
and there's over 17,000 police agencies in the United States right now. And so when you talk about relinquishing local control, that's a neighborhood, a community decision, and if a community comes to the sheriff's office and say we're interested in talking about that, and obviously I would never turn away that conversation, but that's a local decision that has to be made because the communities identify with their law enforcement agencies. They feel like it's part of their neighborhood. So again, that's a lot more complicated than one might think, because you're talking about contracts and the Public Employees Relations Board, and a lot goes into those discussions. So it sounds very simple. It becomes very complicated. So the bottom line is, I have been open to discussion about that. We're not looking to go consolidate, but if their community, that's the direction they want to go, it's ultimately their decision.
A few days ago, switching gears now, a viewer asked your opponent how he would help further investigations into the number of cold cases in the county. Do you plan on seeking answers still as time goes on?
Absolutely. Those cases don't just get put on a shelf and forgotten about. In fact, we have continued to investigate those cases. We're resubmitting evidence as the science gets better. DNA connectivity is getting better. We have a window of opportunity in one of our cases that goes back a long time ago. We don't even know the identity of the victim. So with new DNA technology, we're hoping that we can get some answers there. And so these cases are definitely on the forefront. Now, years ago, I tried to get additional funding from the county legislature for a cold case squad. That didn't go through. I didn't give up. I kept trying, but to this point, I haven't been successful in doing that. That doesn't mean we're not looking at these cases. We are.
All right, Chautauqua County Sheriff Joe Gerasi, thanks so much for being here with us today. Of course, we will have much more on WNYNewsNow.com throughout the day based on this interview, and then if anyone has any further questions for the sheriff, we will pass them along to you, and I'm certain that you can answer them.
And I'd be happy to do that. People want to contact me by phone or on social media.
Right.
You know, I pride myself in being accessible, and I'll definitely get back to you.
Absolutely, and they can follow you on Facebook to stay updated with the campaign.
They can.
Awesome. All right, Sheriff, thank you for being with us. Hey, that's it for us today. Of course, we're back Monday. In the meantime, news all the time at WNYNewsNow.com. Have a great day.